Placed on second call for the City Council, the Newton Centre Plaza was up for discussion and vote regarding shutting it down before its expiration date in October of 2026. Councilor Randy Block explains the process, while Councilor Susan Albright put an end to the discussion by explaining why she is charting the item until February 17th.
The Public Safety and Transportation Committee met on Wednesday, January 21, 2026, to consider the appeal of Traffic Council Decision 59-25, adopted on November 20, 2025, which extended the trial in the Langley Road Municipal Parking Lot in Newton Centre, including the existing Newton Centre Plaza, located within a portion of the two westernmost rows of parking, to be reevaluated by October 31, 2026. Councilors Tariq Lucas and Alan Lebovitz docketed this item. As chair of the committee, Councilor Lucas asked me to conduct the meeting as acting chair so that he could be the appellant in this matter. The Planning Department provided a PowerPoint presentation which reported data and findings, where we are now, and possible action for the committee's consideration. The presentation highlighted the community engagement, design concepts, and construction process, including the creation of a plaza with shade, seating, lighting, public art, and winter conditions. Parking data was collected for the 4 parking lots serving Newton Centre before the plaza's construction and after. The data show that on average parking was available. However, parking data was not provided for peak times. Councilor Lucas provided a brief PowerPoint presentation showing photos beginning in December 2025 of the Newton Centre Plaza and the green. The photos showed not many people using the plaza and that the chairs and tables in the plaza could be relocated to the green. Councilor Lucas showed a Google photo of the Langley Road Triangle parking lot at nearly full capacity. Councilor Lucas suggested that after the Asian supermarket opens in the space occupied by the former Walgreens, demand for parking in Newton Centre will increase. Councilor Lucas made a motion to amend the Traffic Council decision and end the trial on May 31st, 2026, instead of October 31st, 2026. The committee heard from 3 members of the public and then from Chief of Operations Josh Morse. Mr. Morse stated that the administration was committed to working closely with the Parks and Recreation Department and Parks and Recreation Commission to explore opportunities to create the plaza in the green and restore parking spaces. However, the administration supported the continuation of the trial to October 31 as approved by the Traffic Council in order to ensure the city is balancing the needs of business owners, patrons, and residents. The committee held an extensive discussion of the trial and the reduction of parking in the Langley Road Triangle. In summary, the public comments and letters received by the committee from businesses were heavily in favor of ending the trial as soon as possible and restoring the parking stalls currently occupied by the plaza. The committee voted 6-2 in favor of Councilor Lucas's motion, with Councilors Greenberg and Roche opposed, and that concludes my report.
And before I start calling on folks, I do also understand through Councilor Gordon, who just wanted me to mention this evening, that we do have a commitment from the administration that if this is what people want to do, they would happily move the movable parts of the plaza to the green space over the course of the summer, at least in a temporary capacity, while we figure out a more permanent solution. But with that said, Councilor Albright, you put this on second call.
Thank you, Mr. President. So first, Mayor Fuller put the plaza in Newton Centre without much public discussion. The Traffic Council then continued the pilot until October to collect and allow for the collection, the analysis, and the evaluation of the pilot data. Then, Public Safety and Transportation Committee decided to end the pilot in May, again without any public debate or discussion. The plaza was used by many during the pilot, and we've heard from them in the last week that the plaza has become a beloved part of the village. We heard from some that they want the parking spaces back, even though data has shown from a couple of studies that there's enough parking in the village. We've heard that the tables and chairs, as the president just mentioned, could be moved into the green. I'm concerned that without some kind of a platform and ramps on the green, the area will not be usable by those with disabilities. And if we add a platform, would that invoke Article 97? And for those that don't know what that means, it means that this change would have to go to the legislature for a 2/3 vote. I've also would like to mention that we have rallies in the green and concerts on the green, and consideration needs to be given to the impact of the chairs and tables on those rallies and those activities. I can't help but mention that Newton Centre cries out for a master plan. It should be and could be our premier village with some master planning, but that's for the future. This item needs more thought. The outpouring of support the council has received demands more time and consideration. I want to give the Ward 6 councilors time to work on this and think about this, and that's why I'm chartering this item tonight.
All right. Councilor Albright has chartered this item. Therefore, that item is off the table for this evening.